Hey you guys, before I got into the video, I just wanted to talk briefly about my new ebook, Zodiac Signs, Sex Language. Whether you're looking to improve your sex life and your dating life, or if you're just looking to expand your knowledge about astrology, this is definitely the right book for you. This book is meant to help you improve your sex life, your dating life, and your love life, your relationships, and to spice it up in the bedroom if need be, or to just once again help you learn more about astrology. So if you're interested in any of these things, if you're interested in learning about the different love languages and the different sex languages of the zodiac signs, definitely look into getting this book, Zodiac Signs, Sex Language, written by me, edited by me, and designed by me, Lamarr Townsend. So you can purchase this ebook on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com, or you can purchase it on Amazon, on the Amazon Kindle ebook store, alright? Or just amazon.com. Alright, into the video we go. Thank you for listening and watching. Hi, thank you for watching my psychic tarot reading on Uranus in Taurus for the collective for 2018 until the year 2026. Okay, for those of you that may or may not know, Uranus went into Taurus this year and in 2018 and will be in Taurus for 7 years. So I would like to see what is coming up for the collective for Uranus and Taurus. Okay, so thank you for listening and watching. If you would like your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading, birth chart reading, messages from your spirit guides, or more, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I would love to read for you. Let's jump right into the reading and see what's in store for the collective for Uranus and Taurus. Okay. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay. What's coming up for the collective for Uranus and Taurus for the next 7 years, from 2018 until April 2026. What's coming up for the collective, the world, for Uranus and Taurus from May 2017 until April 2018? What's coming up for the collective for Uranus and Taurus from May 2017, let's do one more shuffle, until May 2018. What's coming up for the collective for Uranus and Taurus? What can we expect for the next 7 years with Uranus and Taurus? Uranus rules how we approach our personal goals, our aspirations in our life, our friends, our sense of humanitarianism. Uranus also rules technology. Okay? So in the past, we have Epiphany, the Epiphany card, Archangel Raziel, joy through spiritual work, be a light to others, joy through spiritual growth, as well, answers that come through meditation. So, of course, culminating to Uranus and Taurus, we've become more spiritual, we've become more esoteric, we've learned to listen to our inner self, we've learned to go towards our inner calling, our own calling. Slowly but surely we'll start to see ourselves morph into our own identities, morph into our own life purposes, okay, over time within these next 7 years. Taurus, being ruled by Venus, in a sense rules stability. So here's the King of Ariel, in the present position: successful, stable, accomplished, powerful. It says your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, using resources wisely. Lots of changes around career, around finances, around career and finances these next 7 years. I feel like a lot of us will be going through a lot of changes within our career, whether our jobs, the companies we work for, our career, the field we work in itself starts to shift and morph, and due to that we kind of have to shift and morph our responsibilities, our jobs. But I do feel like some of us will be doing new things. Some of us will be exploring new territories. Some of us will be following our true passions. Once again, we have to remember Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Venus rules passion and harmony and what we like to spend our leisurely time doing and what we like to spend our money on. And so all of these things are going to take... there are going to be a lot of changes in these aspects when it comes to Uranus and Taurus for the next 7 years. So If you've been wanting a change in your career, expect changes within the next 7 years. If you've been wanting a change in your life period when it comes to finances, expect positive changes, within the next 7 years, especially if you've been working, diligently towards a more positive outcome, a more positive future. So that's amazing. All right. Great energy. The future position is the Six of Gabriel. I feel like those that step out on faith this year, or these next 7 years, those that step out on, once again, following your own path, following your heart, even if it means building your own business, okay? You will be rewarded, okay? You will be rewarded for, stepping out on faith these next 7 years, whatever that means for you. Because, Taurus is not only, we don't have to only think of it in terms of career, but it's also, Taurus is ruled by Venus, so we have to think, Venus is also rules romance and, friendship and relationships. So there's lots of changes also going in relationships, and it's due to people, learning, starting to follow their own paths, listen to their own inner guidance, their own inner self, right? Lots of perspectives changing about life, about how life should be done. How one should go about life. A lot of us, maybe grew up being taught, to get a job, go to church, to pray. A lot of us will be re-examining these things within these next 7 years, okay? There's a better way to live your life, your specific life, your individual life. And the way that you live your life necessarily doesn't have to be the same for everyone else. It doesn't necessarily have to resonate with everyone else. And that's what you're starting to realize as well. As we all, not just you, but as we all start to get more comfortable being ourselves, all right? As we get more comfortable expressing ourselves, as we get more comfortable living as our true authentic selves, okay? We may start to break away from the pack, all right? And that's okay too. Like I said, there are going to be changes. There are going to be changes in relationships. There's going to be changes in career, all right? Because it's Venus, Uranus and Taurus. Uranus is also change, so expect changes in these aspects of your life. Positive changes, of course, in the grand scheme of things, but changes nonetheless. Love. Ooh, Four of Gabriel. Time for a celebration. Abundant rewards for your hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So there's a good potential for love, romance. But, looking at your intentions for doing so. Alright? That's what's going to be most important, is your intentions. Your true intentions. Alright? Because your intentions for what you do within these 7 years necessarily may not be the same intention that you have 7 years after, if that makes sense. So really make sure you're following your heart. As long as you're following your heart, everything else will come with you, alright? But if you're following your fears these next 7 years, if you're following your feelings of lack of abundance, your feelings of lack of love. Remember, these are all things that Venus deals with. Abundance, love, harmony. Then it may cover the wound for a while, but it's going to come back, okay? So really, especially when it comes to love, check your intentions, okay? Just make sure that you aren't, make sure you're committing for the right reasons, whether it is a relationship commitment or a marriage commitment within these next 7 years, okay? Be truly honest with yourself with that. But I see lots of love. I'm seeing men changing within these next 7 years, okay? I see men becoming more brave, more courageous, but in a more gentle way. You may see more men stand up for the underdog, stand up for the people that are being mistreated. Like I'm seeing a man in the store, and you know how sometimes when you're in the store you have that rude customer or just that really rude person, and I'm seeing the energy of, you know, men being like, hey, you know, that's not cool, you know, setting an example for other men, a positive example for other men. So we might see more of this in the media, you know, positive examples of men, all right? And you know, once again, it's humanitarianism. Uranus is humanitarianism, so we're gonna see more of the humanitarianist aspect of men come out within these next 7 years too, I feel. All right. Balance of karma. All right. Balance overall. All right. Gonna see some changes with the law too. The legal system. Definitely seeing some shifts within the legal system where there was power. With the legal system, I feel like power is kind of shifting. Once again, Uranus and Taurus, right? Taurus being peace, harmony, right? Or Venus being peace, harmony. So I feel like in order to bring peace and harmony back within the earth, there needs to be a bit of power put back in the hands of the people. All right? And I'm not sure what I mean by that. I'm not sure if I mean that in a governmental sense or just in a worldly sense. Could be both. Of course, the justice call deals with law, but it can also deal with world law, global, you know, aspect. So, all right, we may see just more people fighting for equality, fighting for balance, fighting for peace. All right, with Uranus and Taurus within these next 7 years. Okay. People fighting more for their brothers and their brethrens and their sisters' rights, whether they are of the same race, you know, the same sexual preference, you know, it doesn't really matter, you know. Venus is all about bringing people together. Taurus is all about, you know, doing it in practical ways, okay? Whereas if Uranus was in Libra, it would be more of an intellectual conversation, you know, things being put out on the forefront in that way, you know. But Uranus is in Taurus, so we're going to see more people pushing for, you know, to do practical things like, you know, pushing laws, you know, or fighting to push laws forward that promote peace, that promote equality, that promote the ability for everyone to have a little piece of the pie. On that same flip side, Taurus can also be really greedy, so we may, you know, see people start to become greedy, you know, and that's gonna backfire, you know, because that's karma, you know, and, you know, Uranus also has a hand in karma as well. So the Ace of Michael, wonderful new idea, lots of new ideas, all right, lots of entrepreneurs springing up out of the air, all right, things that have never been thought of before, or that were thought of before that were just never actually sat down and created. All right. So if you have an idea, you know, patent it and get to work. You know, this is the time to really step out on faith and to really follow your passion. All right. Especially if you're creative. Especially if you have Venus in your chart. All right. Especially if you have Taurus in your chart. Very creative 7 years for us, where our creativity is rewarded. Okay. Peace. Releasing the past. Letting go. Embracing the future, embracing change. And that's what Uranus is also about too, is embracing change, you know. Not running away from change, because change is going to catch up to us eventually, but embracing it, okay? Let's embrace change these next 7 years. Good or bad, because Uranus can be a bit of both, good or bad, right? But in the end, it's all about learning the lessons, becoming stronger, learning to step out on faith more, learning to take risks, okay? Knight of Raphael. You becoming more self-confident, and therefore you becoming more confident in yourself in terms of you dating, alright, or you becoming more self-confident and people feeling more confident in approaching you in terms of dating. Okay, it could go both ways depending on, of course, what you have going on in your chart, the type of person you are, right? Some of us are a bit more receptive, some of us are a bit more dominant, you know, a bit more the pursuer, right? Some are a little bit of both. So maybe you could be tapping into both qualities or one quality over the other these next 7 years. Alright? But whatever quality you're tapping into is the quality that is less skilled, alright, for you. Alright? Whether you are the pursuer, whether you are the one being pursued, you're getting more comfortable into the space of being pursued, whether you were used to being the pursuer in the past. And then if you were used to being pursued, you are getting more qualities of kind of pursuing and chasing. And this doesn't have to necessarily deal with romance, okay? It can deal with anything, alright? You going after your dreams, your goals, you know, or you know, your dreams, your goals kind of coming to you within these next 7 years. It all depends on where you are, you know, within your headspace and your energy, alright? Remember, Uranus is very sporadic and at times unpredictable, so anything could happen these next 7 years, alright? Anything is possible. Nurturing yourself. Now, the thing about Uranus is that Uranus is a humanitarian almost to the point of self-sacrifice, so be careful of that. You know, self-sacrificing can come in many different forms as well, for people, for materialism, okay, for materialistic values such as money. Sometimes we can sacrifice ourselves too much for money, for love, for affection, for attention, you know. So remember, this is going to resonate for each of us differently. This is for the collective, alright? But take it how it resonates. Friendships, okay? Friendships deepening, you being open to meeting new people, new friends who will prove to be very important for you moving forward in your life, okay? Friends who you actually have things in common with, that you have common values with, right? That you can actually grow with, you know? Venus rules friendships, alright? And we have to remember, Uranus may be very unpredictable. Uranus may be very sporadic, you know, and at times unreliable. But Uranus, at the end of the day, only wants the best for us. Uranus only wants to push us outside of our comfort zones for us to grow and evolve. And that's what all the planets kind of do. They help us to grow and evolve. Uranus is helping us to grow and evolve these next 7 years in terms of how we make money, how we form relationships, you know, how we form our identities in the world, because, you know, Uranus is also our sense of truth and a purpose in the world, our identity in the world, our identity in society, okay? So all of these aspects in our life are being, you know, taken a deep look at. Stability, the Emperor. Taking more risks, not being afraid to take risks. Learning to have passion for what you do. Learning the true meaning of loving what you do. Learning the true meaning of work. Alright? And what I mean by that is, it's not about money. It's not about the materialistic aspect of things. It's about enjoying what you do. It's about the benefit that you give to the world. It's about inspiring others. These are the things Uranus cares about. So checking our intentions these next 7 years is very important, because Uranus is going to bring that to the forefront. You know, if you're working this job and you hate it, your intention, you know, is just to make money, Uranus is going to bring that to the forefront. Or you just want to make money? There are lots of ways to make money. Why not make money doing what you love? That's Uranus. Forcing you outside of your comfort zones. Some way, shape, or form. And if you don't do it yourself, trust me, Uranus is going to do it for you within these next 7 years. Changes around family structures, alright? Family living situations. Positive things. Lots of traveling. Putting your hands in the earth with Taurus and Venus. Alright? Connecting with people on a heart-to-heart level, on a physical level, touching people, hugging, handshaking. Remember, Taurus is also sensual, so it's about the five senses: taste, smell, touch, feel, hear. You know? These will start to become more important. And these things could also start to become infused within technology. So we might start to see the five senses infused in technology. We might start to see more social networks come up, because Taurus is about friendship and networking. You know, I mean, Venus is all about friendship and networking. And we might see, you know, technology, you know, around money and finances start to boom, you know, maybe such as investing, or there's so many ways that this could go, you know. But it's all about following your heart and your desires. Don't know what your heart and your desires are? Uranus will tell you within these next 7 years. For sure. Slowly, but surely, you know, Uranus will start to prepare you for change. And then the next thing you know, boom, change. So, you guys, we can either work with Uranus this year and prepare ourselves for change, embrace change, be open to change, changing ourselves, alright? Changing our environments, changing our friend groups, our relationships, our work environments, our jobs, our careers. Change is imminent. Alright? But it's exciting at the same time. So I'm going to pull one angel card for us for these next 7 years. And I want to know, what message does the angels and the spirit guides and the ancestors have for the collective from 2018 until 2026 for Uranus and Taurus? What message do the angels, do the spirit guides have for the collective for Uranus and Taurus for these next 7 years? I'm just going to pull a card from the top. If you don't already pull a card, Spirit 3. What message do the angels have for the collective? 2. 1. Ooh. 4 of action. Your hard work and sincere efforts lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event, such as an engagement, a wedding, buying a new home, or the birth of a child. Change. Changes. Time to face the strange changes. Sorry. Change is coming. Change is imminent, you guys. And it's going to be good change. It's going to be exciting. Enjoy yourself. Taurus, you know, Venus is also about enjoying ourselves, okay? Remember spending time on our hobbies, you know, so you know, enjoy yourself. So enjoy the money. Enjoy the love. Enjoy the lavish things that you acquire within these next 7 years. Not only just materialistic things, but spiritual things, okay? Relationships, alright? Wisdom, knowledge, power. Right? You've got it all. So exciting. Great 7 years ahead. I'm excited. I don't know about you. If you would like your own personal reading, contact me on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I would love to do a tarot reading for you, a birth chart reading for you, an individual birth chart reading, a compatibility birth chart reading or natal chart reading, and more messages from your spirit guides and more, and your angels. So contact me for those things on my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Also, please check out my ebook, Zodiac Signs, Sex Language, available now on Amazon and on my website. Okay, namaste, love, and light. Hey guys, thank you for listening and watching. Please hit the like button, share with your friends and your family, and also please subscribe, of course. And if you're interested in my ebook, check out my ebook, purchase it on my website or on Amazon. I would also love it if you would follow me on my social media, Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, thank you guys for listening and watching, and I'll catch you in the next video, alright?